Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. What is on my eye? I have glitter on my face already. I haven't even started doing my makeup. Alright, let's go. Let's go. So we're gonna start off with the skin. So for primer, mine's dirty. And I'm missing the top. I lose tops to like everything I own. So for primer, I'm gonna use the Cover FX. This is their blurring base primer, essentially. I love this stuff. I've been using it for I think close to a year now. I really fell in love with it over the summertime, and it's really that good. I'm only gonna apply this right here in the T-zone area. You can tell already how much of a difference it actually makes. Just gonna pat it in. Makes such a big difference. So now I am going to use some color corrector, mainly just because this inner part of my eye is dark and I like to use corrector to brighten that up. So this is the Bobbi Brown corrector in extra light. Super tiny, really cute. As soon as I find a brush, a tiny amount, and I'm literally only applying it to the inner corner. I'm also going to use it up here. I have like a dark spot there and it won't go away. Now we're going to move on to foundation. I don't even know what I want to use for a foundation today. I kind of want to use the Makeup Ultra HD foundation. Yeah, I'm just going to use it because it's already on my desk. Shake it up. I'm just going to go ahead and take this Morphe blending sponge and I'm going to blend all of this in. Don't forget to drag it down your neck. So now that we have our foundation on, since this is a Valentine's Day makeup tutorial, I'm going to go full coverage. We're going to go full glam today. So we are going to cream contour today. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I've been loving this to contour with. This is in C13. Applying a tiny amount to the places that I want to contour. We are going to do a little nose contour today. That's actually pretty bad, but whatever. All right, to blend that out, I'm going to use a Luxie 516. I'm going to blend it out and up. This concealer blends out so nice. I really do love it. So now we're gonna move on to concealer. I'm going to mix the Colourpop concealer in shade 40 and the Tarte Shape Tape and Medium Honey. I'm gonna go in with the Colourpop one first. This is basically my concealer shade, but I want to do a little bit more of a highlight. So I'm going to add a little bit of this right on top. I'm going to apply the Tarte Shape Tape closer to my under eye for that extra highlight underneath there. I'm also going to highlight here, and then I'm going to take the Colourpop concealer again and use that to highlight my chin area. I'm really not good with these lines. Still using the Morphe sponge, I'm going to blend out my chin first. I like to let my under eyes sit a little bit so the product moves less when I blend it out. Ooh, I missed this concealer. If you guys haven't tried the Colourpop concealer, it's really good. I need to get some more. Now that we got this pretty much all blended in, I'm going to go ahead and set the face using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Setting Powder in Banana Bread. This has easily become one of my favorites over the last couple of months. I've been really dry, and the MERCIER powder is good. Don't get me wrong, but it's been a little drying for me lately, and this hasn't. This is just like buttermilk or something. I don't know. I really love it. And I like to really press the powder in more than let it sit. Just drag that onto the eyelids as well, so we can go ahead and set that before we move on to eyeshadow. Just setting everything in place. It's gonna be Valentine's Day, and you're gonna be, I don't know what you're gonna be doing on Valentine's Day, you never know. But you don't want your makeup to be moving, and you want it to stay in place. So pat and set is definitely the key. That's what works best for me. Let me know if you have any recommendations. So I am going to use the Anastasia Prism palette for my eyes today. I did use this palette last year. I really wanted to use something different, but I really love the tones in this palette, so that's why I chose to go with this one today. However, I'm pretty sure that any of the colors that I do use, if you don't own this palette, I'm not sure if they still sell it, you can find all of these shades in pretty much any palette that came out this year. I'm going to go in with the shade Lure to start out. So I'm going to start on the outer corner of my eye and blend it in just so I can get a nice transition going, and then I'm going to start building the color. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer on the back of my hand, and I'm going to carve out the crease a little bit. Nothing too dramatic, just a little bit. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to look up, and that's going to kind of give me a guide of where my crease should go. And I'm just going to keep it really, really light. So now I'm taking my finger and kind of just blending out that concealer. Just going to go right over this a little bit and pat it and kind of blend it out a little bit better. So I went ahead and picked up the BH Cosmetics Allure Lights palette to finish off this eye over here. I really love this palette. It has so many gorgeous shades in here, and it's truly one of my favorite palettes at the moment. So I went ahead and picked up this first shade right here in the palette. So I'm going to go ahead and take that shade, and I'm going to use that to cover this part of the eye. After that, I'm going to go ahead and pick up this purple shade right here in the palette. I'm going to mix this one and this shade right here, and I'm going to use that to kind of blend out the outer corner of the eye, just so we have a little bit of dimension and it's not just solely pink cutting the crease. Also added a little bit of powder because I had a little bit of fallout over here and I had to redo this under eye, so that was not fun. My camera died. So I went ahead and just finished up the lower lash line. The only thing I did was just take the same shades that I used on the top and just applied them on the bottom minus the pink shade. And then I applied some lashes. The lashes that I'm wearing are by Voss, and they are sexy and I know it. This is a really cute name, by the way. Now I'm gonna go ahead and highlight the inner corner of the eye. I don't know, like I kind of want to do something different and use like a whitish bluish kind of color, but then again I don't know. Highlight the inner corners, I'm going to grab a shade from the Mono Renaissance palette. So I'm just going to take this shade right here. Now that we're done with the inner corner, we're going to move on to blush. Blush is personally my favorite part of makeup. I've actually really been obsessed with this blush in particular. This is the Make Them Blush Prime Vixen number 111 by Pretty Vulgar. Love me some blush. I'm going to take this Illuminating powder by MERCIER. It's called Candlelight. I really love it. It's like a really nice, just loose powder. So I'm going to use this to highlight the brow, highlight the nose. Alright, we're almost done. Now it's time for us to move on to lips. So first I'm going to line the lips using a liner by Jordana. I feel like I'm saying it wrong, but you can find these at Walgreens. They're like really affordable, maybe $3.99, and I love these lip liners. This is the shade in Hot Cocoa. Alright, so now for lipstick, I'm going to take this cute little mini liquid lipstick by Anastasia. This is in the shade Hudson. Now I'm going to add Colourpop's Neat Freak. It was the collaboration between makeupshayla and Colourpop. I'm just going to apply this right on top. Juicy. Alright you guys, so this completes the final makeup look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys tune in for my next video. Don't forget to like, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. And yeah, I will see you in the next one.
Complete